Hi, I'm Carl Schilling, and I am the founder of and CEO of the Advocacy Network, also the author of several books. But today I wanted to speak to you specifically about a very exciting product, especially for businesses, those businesses and organizations who have 50, 100, 1,000, 10,000 employees. This is a must-have in your tools, okay? There's a must-have. It's called Predixxa. And Predixxa is about a business alignment tool, okay? It's about analytical data. It's about the ability to go deep into your organization and find out where the blind spots are. Where are the holes? Where are the lost opportunities? Where is the lost revenue and the lost profitability on it? Okay. So it's going to go right to the bottom line. It's going to help you solve a lot of problems, but it's going right to EBITDA. Okay. Right to the bottom line. The definition of business coordination is business alignment is coordination and synchronization of effects, resources, and procedures across all levels of an organization to achieve a common vision and strategic objectives. So this goes right down to every level of your management, okay? Every level from executives, management, people on the field, lower level managers that are working out in the field, everyone right down to the last person in the hierarchy. All right. This functionally is a wonderful tool. So I'm going to show you right now how some of this tool works. So let's take a peek at this. Okay. So we start off here. This is the alignment. Now, this was a company who had 501 employees, 501. All right. Now, this is their basic environmental analysis. So this is the overview of the whole. Let's call this, let's make this like in an analogy for medical terms. This is an MRI of your organization. All right. And it can go right on into a very, very deep PET scan for you. But in looking at the entire environment in this organization, you can see their alignment is at 69. Now, if you look at the green, in the green area, it's very effective. Things are going very, very well. Yellow is could use improvement, right? Definitely. And green, they are right on everything. Okay. The red is where people are really out of sync. They're out of alignment when you see the red. So you got your reds, your yellows, and your greens. It narrows down. This is the entire organization. If you notice, you look here, let's look at one of the green. This is process correction. So basically, what came out of the data was my immediate supervisor lets me know in advance when I'm scheduled and for how long. That's important, right? We do a great job in executing the work we're hired to do. We constantly fill all our client project needs. So you could see in the green. Now, when you get to the red, okay, um, this has got very much lower scores when you look at everything. All right. Same thing. They don't believe those things that we just previously went over. Now, this breaks down to a lot of different categories, but let's look at the thought that the employee feels like managers and the company and everybody cares, right? So this goes with cares. So let's look when it's considered yes for cares. You see a lot of green. You see some areas to improve upon, but you can see in my effectiveness, I'm proud to work for this company. My immediate supervisor has the skills, knowledge, and ability to lead our department. Okay. Overall, I feel this is a safe place to work. So in this analysis, you get on the yeses. Now, let's take a look at those who feel that it's a no. Look how disconnected this is. Now, this was 53 people out of the 500 who felt this way. Okay. So we go right back to my effectiveness. And again, see the low scores. I'm proud to work for this company. It was 58.8 on the scales. Okay. So this one down here was 44. All right. My immediate supervisor has the skills, knowledge, and ability to lead our department. So there's a disconnect there. And these things, once you find them, these things have a lot of solutions. All right. So those solutions can all be provided and help. So now you can direct your coaching, you could direct your functional communications, you could direct everything right to these points of view that you know are impacting your organization. Now, this goes all the way down. We can do all kinds of studies here. We find everything. This has employment status, okay? We have the company codes. We got the regions, okay? This company had regions in the West, the East. They had the corporate, okay? If you look at corporate, you're going to find probably a little more, you would think you'd find more green in the corporate office itself, okay? There's 55 people in the corporate office. But as you notice, there's a great deal of yellow, which needs a great deal of work, and there is some negativity in there, right? Pride, okay? You would think that pride would fall pretty strong, right, in a corporate office. But one of the first things is I believe the senior leadership is concerned about the well-being of the employees. That is a red in the corporate office. That's something that definitely can be easily spoken about, talked about, and dug in on, right? We go right down to area. So in the area, these are all the areas in those districts, right? It shows you how many employees in the area. We got titles. So let's look at some of these titles. We've got office manager senior. Okay, there are two of them. So two of the office senior office managers. As you can see here, there's a lot of misalignment. There's a lot of disconnect. Let's go down to, let's look at a field technician. Okay. There's two field technicians. Now, in the environmental analysis of these these field technicians, they seem to be functioning very, very well. Office manager. There's 13 office managers because you have those districts and the regions, 13 office managers. Now they seem to be fairly well aligned. There's no red whatsoever. There's nothing that is jumping out that really needs to be worked on in depth, but you do have some yellow areas where there's some things that could be improved. We go right down. Let's look at a project manager. Okay, project managers got some serious work here. There's some serious things that need to be done to get everybody in alignment. We got all kinds of other people, site managers, okay? You got project managers, you got site managers. There's only 3 site managers. And again, you get a feel for some of it. Now, I was going to show you a couple of areas that really you wonder about and you say, let's look at I'm looking to see about payroll. You got all these managers. Look at all these managers and all these different. Okay, let's program manager. Program manager, 2 of them. This is perfection. They are pretty much as aligned. It doesn't mean there's not still room for improvement. But again, this gives you a snapshot. There's something with these people that you can replicate. And you can then mirror some of these things with other people in the organization. Find out why this is the way it is, which this is functionally almost perfect. So what goes on here and how can I transfer that to other people? Let's look at sales. Okay, 1 salesman. 1. Okay, obviously this company is more involved in project work than some other things, and they probably don't have much in the sales arena, but something, there's 1 salesman to sell something, and he is fully, he or she is fully out of alignment. Fully. Okay, now this is the kind of person that needs the alignment's 28. 28. Okay. So client focus, you would think now a salesperson got to be a client focus. All right. Says, I know what my clients need from me. Okay. Scores very high. We have an effective system to receive client complaints and resolve them. Very, very negative on that. So obviously that's a real contention for him. That's something that needs to be brought up and spoken about. I'm not sure he even had that communication, right? And then let's look at this. If mistakes are made on a project, we treat them as learning experiences without citing blame. Again, he feels that that is totally opposite. So these are areas that once the organization as a whole, wherever the training and development is, wherever the project management is, and people want to get down to solutions, they have these answers. They can find these things. Okay. Um, I won't go into any of the others, but it gives you an idea. You see how many people are in this company. You see how many different types of skills and positions they have, and you see everything that we can do. Now, categories, we have, again, let's go to corporate, okay? On the corporate side, again, there's 55 people in that office, in the corporate office. And once again, we can see the alignment in the corporate office. There is some areas of concern, and there's many, many areas that could be improved. And that's going to trickle down, obviously. We've got it down by age band, sex, cost centers, supervisor codes, supervisor names. I won't open that one up, but we've got every supervisor by name. But I'll just go here to supervisor codes. Okay. The different supervisor codes. Let's just look at them now. This company, again, look at the different, look at how many different codes they have for supervisors. I mean, that's an incredible number of codes for supervisors. Let's just pick one. We go here, G9. Okay, the G9 code, again, not too many very negatives, but there is a lot of room for improvement. Let's jump down. We look at a P2. We're getting further into the negatives, and we're getting further into really needing more improvement. There's only two areas whatsoever right here that they are fully aligned and feel fully aligned with the organization. Let's go down to KO. All right, again, probably room for improvement. Here is something. This is a code where, once again, we got our ability to mirror, okay? These supervisors here, okay, there's two of them. These two supervisors, they're fully aligned. They get it. There's something going on here. How do you replicate them? How do you get to move that down to the whole organization? And we look at one more code. Here's another one. N8. There's two of them. So again, these are the perfect examples of alignment in your organization. These are the people you should get to know and get to figure out what it is that makes them so fully aligned, and what are the techniques, what are the things in their mindset, what's working here, and how can I replicate it with others. So that gives you all the codes. We got it right down to code. So you can find anything you want to find. We got supervisor name. We got it down by race and pay. We got pay type. Okay, pay scale. All right. Let's look at the pay scale. This is the full thing of the organization. Once again, that's going to give you the full environment. Let's look at the salaried employees. Okay, these are the ones who are more executive, probably. They're on salary. They're not working hourly. They have some misalignment. They have some areas that really could be improved. Hourly employees, okay, they actually are more aligned than the salaried people. So you think maybe possibly it would be different, but again, here's the hourly employees. There's 321 of them. All right. I'm going to go salaried employees with overtime. Now, salaried employees with overtime are going to be those people who generally probably don't get paid the overtime. They're on that salary, and then it's basically they're working extra hours. Now, they are fully disaligned, fully. Okay, so those are your salaried with OT. Last, pick out one nice little one here. It's always nice to look at. This is the union codes. Okay, so we can see what it looks like for non-union and what it looks like for the union worker. Okay, so which would you think would be more aligned, the non-union or the union worker? So here we've got the non-union workers. There's 400 and it represents 461. And here we have the union workers, which represent 40. Okay. So you can see the union workers have far more misalignment than the non-union workers. Okay. So you got all these different characteristics, but let's go even deeper. Look what else we can do. Let's go back up and go into the full environment. Okay. Let's just take this all the way back up. All right. And let's go back to the full alignment. All. So this is the entire company again. This is the alignment of all 501 employees. How can you break all this down? Well, we can break it down further now. Now you can go into strengths and weaknesses. So as you can see, these areas are the strengths. Okay. These strengths are over in here, and the weaknesses are here. You can see the red. Okay. Pride. I'd recommend this as the best place to work for my best friend. Obviously, that's misaligned because there is a lack of connection with that. Okay. Collaborative culture. I feel included in decisions being made that directly affect me. Misaligned. So we know that that's a problem, right? Collaborative culture. Again, we hire the best people. More misalignments. Okay. So again, these are all areas that you can dig deeper on. And if we go back, let's go back to all, and let's take a look here at we've got alignment analysis. Okay, so alignment analysis gives you a better picture of the whole of all the people. You got your strategy coming straight down. You've got where people are aligned with culture, where people are aligned with people, process, leadership, and clients. Got a predictive matrix. This can show you all the different areas and how to get it back into alignment. Okay. Comparative detail. Let's take a look at comparative detail. All right. This gives you a full comparative detail if you choose. You got to pick a couple of areas and you can compare. All right. This is very good at the end. This is open-ended. All right. These are responses from all the people who chose to make these open-ended responses. Okay. Out of a total population of 501, we got 299 answers from that. Okay. And the number would allude to, not by name, but the number would just be the number of the employee. Okay. But not by name. Still. Okay. Let's just take one at random. Okay, one of these was stop pushing everything down to the operations level. Deliver on commitments made, deliver organizational charts, deliver on commitment to company direction, other than what the growth and EBITDA goals are. And so you get all of this open-ended information. Once again, these are things that you can work towards to bring back full alignment and see where people are feeling misrespected, people feeling disconnected, people are feeling whatever it is, but you can find it. Okay. Let's go a little further, a little deeper. Okay, here comes the detailed report, right? Operational effectiveness. We got vision, product value, training for the job, and there's the mean average, and it shows you all across the board what it looks like for 501 employees. Okay, that gives you a really good snapshot. And again, these are the employees that aren't identified yet by name. In some things they are, because of course, like I said, in the management side and all, some of the things are, well within very, very well identified. Okay. And lastly, just want to see if we got the survey. All right. This was the surveys taken, just so you know, so you get a feel for how it worked and how it started. This is what the employees would go through. All right. Strategy execution. My immediate superior has created a clear understanding to the business success. Okay. Strongly agree, strongly disagree, strongly agree, not applicable. And based on this data, this is the data that goes into everything that will develop the overall alignment. So I hope you can see the power and the value here. In my 40 plus years of being involved in many different industries and different portions, always been a sales professional, but been involved in a lot of different things. And during that period of time, I have seen all kinds of analytical tools. I've seen all kinds of coaching, business coaching. I've seen all kinds of development. I've been involved in business coaching. I've been involved in business brokerage. I've been involved in the financial services side. So I've pretty much seen all the things and tools that have been used to try, the disc profiles, everything that's been used to improve business and to improve communication and improve effectiveness. And I have never yet seen a tool that is this efficient. All the other tools have some areas that they just are inefficient and don't really get the job done with. Okay. But this tool is complete because this goes from an X-ray to an MRI to a PET scan. This goes through the entire culture of your organization. This defines and finds exactly how people are behaving, how people are feeling, how people are producing, and where the inefficiencies are, where the ineffectiveness is, and allows you to plan for strategic solutions. This is the best tool to find what you're unaware of. And as the saying goes, you don't know what you don't know, but you can't know what you don't know. Why? Because you don't know what you don't know. So it's impossible. Okay. So unawareness is your enemy. Unawareness. This brings it into full awareness. You will find out exactly what's the heartbeat of your organization, what's going on, and how to heal it, make it healthier, how to make it fully aligned, and how to squeeze every last ability of profitability out of it. Okay. So hopefully this has been a good overview for you. Again, I'm Carl Schilling. Thank you so much. If you need to contact me, you can reach me at 321-947-3220. Would love to speak to you more and introduce you to how Predixxa could go for your organization. Again, I'm going to say to you that I think from 50 employees and up, it's going to be the most powerful tool you have. It will actually work for smaller 10, 20, 30 employees. It'll still have some impact, okay? But where it really and it could be brought down to affordability for that as well. But where it really will sing is when you get into the very large organizations that have a lot of disconnect. This one that we showed you here was a company that was very close to heading to bankruptcy. And this was 3 years ago. This company now is thriving and doing better, putting up really historic numbers and doing much better. So they actually averted bankruptcy and went right into thriving, simply because Predixxa turned them around 180 degrees, turned them right in the opposite direction and got them going. So again, thanks so much for your time. I hope you've enjoyed this overview, and I look forward to speaking with you soon. Have a great day.